Okay, welcome back. This is episode 11 of my Let's Play of the logical journey of the Zoombinis. Last time, things got kind of crazy and out of hand and did not go how I expected, so it'll take me just a second to figure out how the status of things are. So last time, I was stuck on the Big, the Bad, and the Hungry, which was now the very hard difficulty. And it became harder than I expected, so I lost some Zoombinis on the allergic cliffs, which meant I had to go back and get another load. And as a result, I have almost 2 complete loads of Zoombinis at Shelter Rock. So that is where we will be starting. And we will be taking the southern path and doing the first pass through of that on the oh-so-hard difficulty, I believe. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. I was trying to keep track of which Zoombinis were the old ones and which were the new ones, because I wanted to be fair and not make the same group of Zoombinis wait forever. But I don't remember now, and I don't feel like stopping and checking my past videos, so we'll just go ahead with this group and head south. And hopefully we can get through this route and maybe the next one in this video.
There's no sense leaving it up to chance. Lure the fleas off the tree branch.
Okay, so here we are at the Fleens puzzle. It looks pretty similar. Let's check it to see how things have changed. Fleens level 2. What's this? The Fleens are blocking the progress of the Zoombinis. Lure the 3 Fleens, that's hard to say, 3 Fleens, off the beehive branch to free the Zoombinis. This will bother the bees, and chase the Fleens away. Each Fleen will chase the Zombini with hair, eyes, nose, and feet that go with its hair, eyes, nose, and feet. For a greater challenge, the matches between Zoobinis and Fleens change each time you play this puzzle. For example, if Flea and Rocket Feet go with Zoomini's Spring Feet, Rocket Feet may go with Propeller Feet the next time you play. Oh, I was not aware that it was supposedly consistent on each pass through up to now. I wasn't recording that because I didn't realize it was something like, is anyone actually going to memorize that or write it down? So I've been playing it as if the matches have been changing each time anyway. A wrong guess will send a returning Zoomini onto another branch, which can only hold a maximum of 6 Zoombinis. Once the branch is full, each wrong guess will send a Zoomini back to Shelter Rock. Okay, so this is not going to be any harder than it has been. It's weird, though, that they wouldn't mention that in the description for the first level of difficulty, that, hey, write this down because it'll be the same each time. But anyway, so with this puzzle, there's a lot you can figure out even before you start testing your Zoombinis, just by looking at Fleens. So as far as I know, it's still hair to hair, eyes to eyes, etc. So the one on the branch, there are 2 Fleens with that hair. So let me group Zoombinis by hair a second and see which hairstyle I only have 2 of. And it looks like that's ponytail hair. So one of these 2. And then he has eyes. There's 5 Zoombinis with the same eyes. So it could be, well, it's going to be sunglasses because they both have sunglasses. There's 1, 2, 3 Zoombinis with the same feet. I do see 3 propellers, so it must be propellers because the rocket feet, there's more of them than that. And by rocket feet, I mean this, not that. I don't know why I call these rocket feet. I usually call them train feet because they're like the wheels on a train with that little bar that connects them. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a train engineer. Okay, so the next Zoomini also needs sunglasses and a red nose, but different hair and feet. So that would be this one. And then the last one is going to have the same feet. So these train feet, but everything else completely different. So it could be this one or this one, not this one. It could be this one. So it's got to be one of these three. And let's see, what would be a good way to distinguish? Well, let's start out with nose color. So this one has the same nose color as several others. So it probably is not one of these purple ones then, because those, only 2 of them have it. So it's got to be this one, right? Yep.
You've done quite well.
Awesome. Yay. So again, not any more difficult if you don't realize. Are you done cheering? I want to check the help message. Oh, it won't actually let me check it after I'm done with the puzzle. Oh well. But yeah, apparently I was making it harder on the...
Hurry, Zoombinis.
We've already heard this. I think Ula's messages are gonna change. They change a lot. Yeah, that's different, isn't it?
Very nice. I gotta close up. Why don't you keep playing?
Maybe that's not different. Like I said, it's been a while since I've played.
Hello. Good to see you. Thanks to you and your cousins, we added rooms. But you always show up at closing time. What gives? Anyway, you know the tune. Go and grab a bunk. Gotta go. Practice makes perfect. Unless you practice imperfectly.
Maybe it just sounds familiar because of all the Zoombinis Let's Plays I was watching recently. But anyway, let's check how this is different. The music has definitely changed in the background. Hotel Dementia Level 2. After a long journey, the Zoombinis need rooms to stay in overnight. However, only Zoombinis with 2 features in common, such as red noses and ponytail hair, can room together. One feature tells you a Zoombinis placement by floor or row, and one feature tells you the placement by tree trunk or column. Zoombinis in the same row or same column will have variations of the same attribute. For example, Zoombinis with red noses may all stay together on the first floor, green noses on the second, orange on the third, and so on. At the same time, Zoombinis with ponytails stay in the first column, flat tops in the second, shaggy in the third, and so on. Okay, so at this level of difficulty, this puzzle is very similar to Mud Ball Wall, except we're doing it with Zoombini features instead of the traits of the Mud Ball. So the Zoombinis, it's going to be, they'll all be arranged by one type of feature vertically and another type horizontally. So that's why it's 5 by 5. And, again, at this level of difficulty, I don't think there's any way you can put them in a wrong room to start with. It won't mess anything up. So the first Zoombini will always be able to go in the first room. And then the music stopped. Huh. Maybe it's to help you concentrate. And then we don't know which features Zoombinis are being sorted by yet. So let's see if this one is accepted. And it was. So it looks like because they had the same eyes and nose, they were allowed to go together. That means that it's sorting by eyes and nose. I'm not sure which one is vertical and which one's horizontal yet. So let's try this. Okay, so it's sunglasses on the bottom row, and then noses are the columns. And again, I don't think the rows and columns are pre-decided yet. You don't have to guess that. You just have to group them. Okay, So all the red noses are going in the second column. And then I don't have any cyclopses yet. Okay. And then blue noses in the first column. We'll put him up here. That's my last blue nose. Let's try a green nose right here. The cyclops can go here, and then sunglasses here. Let's put our purple nose guy here. Then sunglasses guy, sorry, regular glasses guy above him. So yeah, this puzzle at the first 2 levels of difficulty is really not hard because none of the rooms are like predetermined. The order that they go in is not predetermined. It's determined what features you have to group them by, but not like which column each one has to go in. So once you figure out, in this case, the 2 features, you just have to arrange them in a grid of your own design. Wait, why did I do that? I wasn't paying attention. Oh well, one mistake.
Hey, that's cool. A place for everyone and everyone in a place.
Okay, so that is it for this one.
Strike the targets one and all, and watch for a pattern on Mudball Wall.
Alright, let's see how this has changed. Okay, so it looks the same at first, but let's check. Mudball level 2. The Zoombinis need your help in getting over the wall to freedom. Using the mudball launcher, hit the sections of the wall with dots on them. The color and shape of the mudball tells you what section it will hit. Be aware that the pattern that reveals where the mudball hits will shift diagonally on the mudball wall. So that may sound slightly confusing, but if I remember, it basically means that, like, let's say maybe you have the rows as colors and the shapes as columns. We don't know that to be true yet. But let's imagine that's how it was. So let's imagine that a purple triangle ended up here. Then you might have a blue triangle here and a yellow triangle here, etc. And I think it can shift diagonally the other way too. So you could have a purple triangle here. And what else it would be? Like if purple was the column, then, well, maybe it'll make more sense to actually show it to you. So anyway, first one is always a random blind guess. Okay, so let's try purple with a different shape. And then let's try purple with yet another different shape. So this is sort of what I was talking about. Because these were all purple, on level 1 difficulty, they would have all been either in the same row or the same column. So you would have either had a purple row or a purple column. And right now, the purple is just going all over the place, so it looks like there is no pattern. But there is, it's just sort of displaced, looks like, on every row. So I believe the triangles will still all be this column. And in that case, I don't want to do any more triangles. I might want to do some more circles, but let's try a different color. So we don't have a triangle column, and we don't have a purple row. Interesting. Okay. Let's try and... I'm trying to think of ways to figure it out, but I also don't want to waste my guesses, so... Let's try this as a diamond. I had a hunch that would work. Okay, so we figured it out now. So the shapes are the rows. So we have a row of circles, a row of diamonds, a row of triangles. And then the colors, they do have an order, but that order shifts between the rows. But the way it works is red is always going to be to the left of purple. So purple to the left is red. This is purple, and then to the left, meaning wrapping around, is red. So this would be a red triangle right here, which I'm not going to do because that would not help anything. So let's try another color. So there's two more in the diamonds row. Let's see what blue does. I managed to get the one that has nothing. Oh well. So let's try green. And then we just have the yellow one. I feel like I get more mud on this difficulty, but maybe that's just my imagination. Okay, so with this info, we should be able to figure out how to hit this one here. So we know it's a triangle because it's in the triangle row. And the color will be the one that's 1, 2, 3 to the left of purple. So here's a purple, and to the left of it we have red, blue, green. Or we could look at it as the color that's 2 to the right of purple, which is also green. And there it goes. And now we have to figure out what shapes go in these other rows. So let's try a star. And where is the star, the green star, going to end up? I don't believe it can hit here because there's only going to be one of each color in every column. So maybe I shouldn't do green. Let's try blue. Alright, well at least I know where the stars are. So I want, let's see. A green star should hit here, but I might as well go for it since I know where it is. I just hope I have enough mud left to get these. Should have enough. Okay, so the last shape we have triangles, diamonds, stars, circles. The last one is squares. And then let's look at this. So we've got green, purple, blue. So these last two will be yellow and red. It can't be, this one can't be red because there's already a red over there. So the red must be up here. So it should hit, yep. So it's sort of like Sudoku when you realize that each color can only appear once in every row and every column, and the same for the shapes. So this one, it can't be yellow because we already have a yellow in this column, but we know that the color to the right of red has to be purple. There we go.
You've done quite well.
So, yeah, so you can see the pattern did shift with every row. With every row, the pattern shifted sideways. And it wasn't just one space sideways. Like, purple is here, but then this purple is here, which is 2 in this direction and 3 in the other direction. But no biggie. And with that, we have completed this leg of the journey.
Amazing indeed. Another relaxing campsite ready and waiting for Zoombinis. And they'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey is yet to come.
Okay, so we've made it here. Before we continue on, I want to visit Zoombinisville because I believe something has changed. Okay, let's take a look around and see what we find different. There it is. Wow, that's big. This opera house sings praises to the Zoombinis who flustered the fleens, didn't dally at Hotel Dementia, and mastered the mudball making machine when traveling was oh so hard, September 30, 2023. So we just got that for going through the southern route for the first time and not making any mistakes. So that is pretty cool. No new Zoombinis are here yet, obviously, but we do have that new building, so that is great. And now we need to go back to Shade Tree and make our group. So these two were already waiting here. Unfortunately, they're causing, there's sort of a ripple effect where 2 Zoombinis got left behind one time. So now we always have an extra 2 Zoombinis here because you always have to leave here with exactly 16. So unless I deliberately lost 2 Zoombinis along that route as we came here, we would have extra. So I'm going to take the first 2 Zoombinis and add these guys so they don't have to wait any longer. So we have Gofree and a Segra. And that we will make a little fire for these guys who stay behind. Hopefully not burn down the forest. And we are off!
Throughout these gloomy mountains, strange carvings left by ancient peoples are everywhere.
Alright, and we are still at level 2 difficulty for these puzzles, which we were last time, and I think maybe even the time before that. I'm not going to show the help messages for these because it'll be the same as it's been for a while. So let's go ahead and get started. So Lion's Lair, easy enough. It's, again, nose. It's been nose every time. I don't know why that is. But we'll start with the ones we know. So all the greens at the start. So this yellow, it's hard to tell, but it's actually the second to the end. So it would be green, something, something, yellow, something. So we don't actually know what comes at the end. Let's see if we can figure out. Oops, I have 3 red and 3 purple. And 4 blues. Let's start with the blue. Okay, now it's interesting. The way he put the blue one, I actually don't know if the blue is at the end of the blue group, which it could be. It could be the 4th, or there could be 3 of something else, like the 3 red or the 3 purple before it, and then this is the start of the blue ones. So that's kind of tricky. But let's try red. Okay, red looks good. So we'll have all the reds and the 2 yellows. Okay, so these 3 spaces are either going to be the other 3 blues or the 3 purples. So let's see. Maybe if I was paying attention, I could learn whether when they get kicked to a new spot, where they tend to end up, if they tend to end up at the front or the end of where they're allowed to be. Or maybe it's random. But this, again, is not too difficult.
How fortunate for Zoombinis that you are their guide.
Okay, so next we've got the mirror machine, and I believe this should be the last time playing it on the level 2 difficulty. Assuming I don't make any mistakes on it.
Use the
Last time I remember I came and completed these pretty quickly because I was trying to hurry along. So let's see if I can do the same. So again, starting from the inside and working out, looking for matches. On the right, I need shaggy hair and glasses. On the left, all I need is a blue nose. And no, I did not look up the secret shortcut to skip through the animations because I keep forgetting every time. Let's see, flat top, red nose, feet. And on this side, I just need the wide eyes. That shouldn't take too long. Only like 15 seconds a piece, right? Okay. On this side, I need yellow nose and glasses. On this side, I need the tuft of hair. On this side, I need yellow nose and the train tracks. On this side, I need the tuft of hair and the cyclops. So yeah, I think it's easier to look for what you need rather than finding one Zoomini and then trying to find a potential match. Because if you pick a random Zoomini, you don't know if there's going to be any potential matches. Alright, I need a green nose. And on this side, I need a single eye and the roller wheels. Okay, I need the roller wheels. Then on this side, I believe all I need are the sleepy eyes, because everything else is going to change. Alright, on this side I need shaggy hair and feet. On this side I just need sunglasses. Let's see, flat hair, sunglasses, and a green nose. Alright, I think we're about halfway through. Let's see, sunglasses, purple nose, and this. Alright, hat, hair, single eye, and all I need is an orange nose. Alright, green nose, roller skates, and cyclops eye. I'm surprised I haven't made a mistake yet on this puzzle. So far, I have not lost a Zoomini on this one. Right, I need tuft of hair and wide eyes. And then the inline skate. But I'm sure that will change at some point. And you'll get to see what happens if they fail. Okay, on this side I need wide eyes. I've only got one of those left. So on this side I need feet. And that's basically it. Not too hard. I'm starting to get low, so it becomes easier. Propeller and tuft of hair. Sleepy eyes and purple nose. Ponytail and glasses. On this side, I need the red nose and the propeller. Okay, so I need the hat and the cyclops eye. Alright, that was it.
You got them all through. Good for you. search first for traps. So easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across Bubble Wonder Abyss.
Gulp. I'm drinking some delicious chilled barley tea I picked up today. It's very refreshing. Okay, so still not seeing the colored grids that are supposed to be here. Maybe they'll show up on the next difficulty, but for now, level 2 of this has been the same as level 1. So again, I like to start out with the route that doesn't have any switches or levers. So it'd be this one, where you need to have the tuft hair to survive. And I'll be careful about not sending them through too quickly, because of the way it loops around right here. You can potentially have them run into each other. Alright, so that's good. I think right about there, once it gets around here, I should be safe. And then this should be the last of these. That's it. Okay, so now let's look at the other route. So it's by Cyclops eyes and sunglasses, is how that one is divided up. Got a lot of sunglasses, and not as many Cyclops, but that's okay. We can put some of these others. Alright, so starting out, if it has the Cyclops eye, it will perish, so we need sunglasses. And then we need the Cyclops, and then just keep switching between them. If we run out of one type, we'll just fill it in with the features that don't matter. So this should be the order. Let's just look at it. Okay, so at the start, it needs not Cyclops eyes. So there that one goes. And then I believe with this, it's going to be a lot harder for two of them to potentially run into each other. So that one is good. And this one, let me just watch and make sure I haven't made a horrible mistake. There it goes. Song gets stuck in your head after a while. This is one of those puzzles that can take a very long time to solve on harder difficulties. It's a lot of just staring at the screen, getting out some paper and drawing the potential routes, organizing your Zoombinis, and you're just analyzing it and listening to this song forever. Again, a lot of the early the puzzles on the earlier routes don't have any background music, so I'm not sure why the ones in the mountains get their own music. But we're basically done with this one. We just need to send the last few over. And then that should be the last of this puzzle. And this route on easy, second easy difficulty. What do they call it? There's not so easy, oh so hard. So this will be the last of this route on the oh so hard difficulty, I believe. Unless I miscounted. And also losing Zoombinis, again, makes you not get the progress doesn't count, I believe, so. So if that's the case, I might have to do one more route. But I'm not really keeping track.
Well done!
Okay, well, let's send these guys to their new home. I'm sure everyone there will greet them with open hearts.
Is this it? Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zombiniville!
Come on, 99. Where's number 100? There they are. Yes! That is
Yes, very nice.
a
isn't it?
milestone.
But don't you have a job to do? Zoombinis to free?
Yes, yes. Give me a second to enjoy it. So everyone is here and happy. We've got some Zoombinis. They're hard to see, but way back there, there's some little pixelated Zoombinis. Let's see if we can find any more gloops. I was going to say groups, and then clusters, and it turned into gloops. That's what you call a large gathering of Zoombinis is a gloop. That's the proper collective noun. There's some up there. But yeah, Zombiniville is looking pretty nice. I believe we have at least one monument building on every square now. So you might think that we couldn't possibly have any more, because where would they go? But there is still a little bit of space that some others will go on. I'm not sure about the swimming pool. That might be the only thing on that square. But there's a little bit of room here, etc. Okay, well that was much more successful than my last video was, at least as far as getting everyone through in one piece. So let's go back to the map and check how things are doing. Okay, so yes, I was, my initial thought was right. The Mountains of Despair have now moved up to very hard difficulty. So the next route through there will be very hard. And hopefully you'll finally see Bubble Wonder Abyss have a change in it and not be the same. And then next time we need to go through the Who's Bayou, the northern route, and that will be our first time on the Oh So Hard difficulty. So you can see what that's like. And we've already done the first route on very hard difficulty. So we'll get to do it again and see if we can manage to do it, you know, without losing anyone. But right now, we don't have enough Zoombinis at Shelter Rock, unfortunately, to make the trip. So these guys will have to stay here. And we'll have to go back to Zoombini Isle and get a new bunch. Right where it all began. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I know, again, I was sort of missing a few days, got kind of busy and slightly behind in my uploading of videos, but I'm all caught up. So hopefully I will get another episode out pretty quick, because I do like this game. I really do want to finish it and see what happens when you get to the ending, when you get all the buildings and run out of Zoombinis, etc. And maybe eventually, you know, move on to another game after that. But thanks again, and see you next time.